अस्सलाम वालेकुम, डॉक्टर आयशा है। कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? आज हम एक ऐसी शख्सियत का इंटरव्यू करने जा रहे हैं जो कि बहुत हैपनिंग है इस वक्त पाकिस्तान में, एंड एवरीबडी इज़ टॉकिंग अबाउट हिम। एंड इन्होंने बहुत जल्दी स्पोर्ट्स जर्नलिज्म में अपना बहुत नाम बनाया है, और इनसे आज हम कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, स्पेशली अबाउट पाकिस्तान एंड द पॉजिटिव थिंग्स ही हैज़ फाउंड इन पाकिस्तान। So, how are you, Dennis?
I am excellent, Ayesha, and you?
Okay, let's go to the questions. First of all,
Tell me, go.
Tell us something about yourself.
Geez, I don't know. GORA from
Gora,
Australia.
From Australia.
Wife, 3 kids, 2 dogs, 1 horse. Yeah. I enjoyed coming to Pakistan.
Why Pakistan? Why you enjoyed coming to Pakistan?
Because you guys are crazy like me. So, can I use the word Rami?
Okay.
You're like you. You guys break the mold. You don't take yourselves too seriously.
Crazy.
The saying I use a lot here is everything is broken, yet somehow you manage to find a way to fix everything, and I enjoy that. So, and the other part
that's the positive side of
absolutely
we manage somehow.
You're not boring. So, like, if this is boring and this is not boring, Pakistan is somewhere here. Off the charts. You are not boring, and it's such an amazing place. If you can have any experience you want in Pakistan, you just have to go open your eyes a little bit and look for it. Or even better in Pakistan, you just ask someone on the street, I'm looking for X, I want to feel Y, and they put you in their car or on their motorbike or in their rickshaw, and they take you there and they give you that experience, and then they don't let you pay.
Okay.
Like, it's like perfection if you're a traveler. I would have to say, depending on the context. So for me at the moment, it's that the fact that it's undiscovered. So I have it all to myself, but
Okay.
but that won't last forever. So if you look at it through another lens, probably the most positive thing is just the humanity in the people.
Humanity.
So the way that Pakistanis embrace visitors and positivity.
They're very welcoming.
Yeah, but you also are always looking for positive things in life, and when someone shows it or displays it, you guys just jump on like a crowd. And that's unique for me, because in Australia we're now going through this age of being whingers, and we sook about everything, and we keep getting offended by everything, and it's hard to get good news through. Whereas here, when good news happens, I've discovered on my own channels, just everybody's just absorbing it. Now I don't know, it could be that because it's a GORA doing it, but I don't think so. I don't. Some of it has to be to that, but I think the majority of it is just what's in your hearts.
What was your perception about Pakistan, image about Pakistan before coming to Pakistan?
So I first came in 2017,
Okay.
and I came to make a documentary called Dennis Does Pakistan, which is on YouTube. You can find that. And when I first came, everybody said, Dennis, don't go.
Don't go.
My wife, my kids, my boss, my friends, my horse speaks to me, said, don't come. And you know, it's dangerous, it's Islamic terrorists, there's bombs going off, the food will make you sick, my Indian friend tells me it's shit, whatever, right? So that's what it was, and I thought it can't possibly be that, because I was playing club cricket back then, and I had a lot of Pakistanis and Afghans in my team.
Okay.
And so it was like, you got to go. And then, they give me their side of things, and then I also became friends with the gladiator Fawad Ahmed. So he also lives in Melbourne, and he invited me to dinner to his house, and he cooked me dinner. He said, Dennis, this is the real Pakistan. Do what you like. He said, because I was asking him stupid questions. I said, Fawad bhai, can I turn up in shorts? It's going to be hot. He said, everyone's wearing shorts. And in my mind, I thought, really? And I said, tell me about the Islamic side. He goes, Dennis, if you see 5 women wearing burqas, you'll be lucky in a week.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. He said, the girls are in jeans and the guys are in t-shirts, and there's parties, and if you want to have alcohol, it's everywhere. I know I can say that because you all know it's the truth. You can do whatever you want to do. It's just like being in Melbourne, except everyone's got brown skin, and there's a layer of culture around things that you can and cannot sort of say in public, but you just move that to the side a bit, and everything is there that you want. And then when I got here, it was exactly that. I felt safe. I felt welcomed. I explored. I didn't get sick. I met everybody that I wanted to meet, and then some that I didn't expect to meet, like Imran Khan. I got an invite to meet him at his house. It's like, and I still to this day don't know how that happened.
Yes, okay.
Just one day I just got a call, said, Dennis, we're meeting Imran tomorrow. We need to go to Bani Gala. And we were in Islamabad at the time. And I said, how? And the guy said, don't worry, we're going. So that's Pakistan.
So one word for Imran Khan.
He's a politician.
He's a politician. One word for Nawaz Sharif.
Crook.
Crook. Okay. One word for Modi.
Oh.
Tough one.
Modi is a dangerous, dangerous individual for all the wrong reasons.
Okay. And one word for Trump.
He's just weird.
It's weird.
I actually think Trump is harmless. He just has a persona and he says things. He's a salesman and he's a showman, but I actually don't think he does anything. So I think he's harmless.
If you have to choose between PSL and IPL.
In terms of the quality of the cricket, IPL easily. In terms of going on the journey of growing something that means so much to 250 million people, PSL wins the universe.
Okay.
Because the PSL represents to Pakistan the ability to both bring cricket back into the country, but also open up Pakistan to the world and bring it a sense of credibility and pride and all the things that you guys crave. Whereas the IPL is just about making money.
Okay.
So I've met all except for one owner in the PSL. So I've met 5 of the 6, and I would say that 3 of those 5 are in it not for fame or wealth. They're in it to give back to Pakistan, to grow talent, to discover talent, to raise money for poor communities,
Okay.
to do things other than raise their profile or make cash. And that is unique because that's not what it is in the IPL.
Which team is your favorite in PSL?
I have 2. My softest spot is Quetta because
Quetta?
of Nadeem Omar and his family.
Okay.
They are, and I've known them the longest of all the owners.
Okay.
So that's my soft spot. And then the other one I've really learned to love is Multan Sultans for similar reasons in that I've got to know Ali Tareen and his father JKT, and I've seen with my own eyes what they're doing in Lodran and South Punjab, and I went there and saw the girls' schools that he's funding and how these girls have the confidence to do things like play cricket, taekwondo, rollerblading, whatever, and these are in rural areas. So typically I was expecting the girls to hide behind the veils and be very shy. I had 16-year-old girls walking up to me going, Dennis, I'm going to get you out. They couldn't win a coin toss if it was a one-sided coin.
Okay. Okay. And what about Rana Fawad?
He's got a nice mustache. He's also losing a lot of money.
You've met him?
I've met him, yeah. He's a lovely guy. Like,
He's a lot.
he gives, he gives all of himself to everybody that speaks to him. And I've seen him, with me, there's a reason for him to be nice to me, I guess. But I've seen him just in the crowd and in the stands and outside the ground. He gives everything he has to these people who see him as a hero. So, I respect that.
Okay.
Because I've also seen the opposite in Pakistan,
Okay.
which is the people that go, you're below my status or my class, or and so you go away, or they get their guards to push them away. And to be honest, that exists everywhere in the world, but it stands out in Pakistan because most of you are not like that.
Yeah. So if you have to choose between 2, Lahore or Karachi?
I like them both for different reasons. I have, and both of it's because of the people.
Okay.
So my friends in Karachi are a little bit older.
Okay.
They're more like my age and they're businessmen and whatnot. So I have a different experience in Karachi than what I have in Lahore, which all my friends are the youth.
Okay.
And young people. So I get to live a life that I lived 20 years ago or wanted to live 20 years ago in Lahore. And in Karachi, I just feel a different level of comfort. But if I had to live somewhere, I'd have to choose Lahore. But then I would miss the beach, which
What about
Karachi
food
is.
of Pakistan, especially the food of Lahore?
So where was I? I was in Liberty Market, Liberty Chowk the other night.
Liberty.
And I had a little bit of food. I wasn't overly hungry, but the food's beautiful. Every time, to be honest, the worst food's in the hotels. So, and I've been saying to your husband, take me out into the streets, which he kindly did. I want to go to where the locals are eating, and I want to sit there at 1 a.m. and eat and drink and tell stories and play guitar and sing songs and laugh and debate the world much more than I want to sit in a fancy hotel and eat at Bukhara. Okay, wonderful restaurant, but I don't come to Pakistan to do that. I come to Pakistan to be out with the people and have the experience. And that's, you know, if there's one message I can take back to Australia or to anybody else, if you haven't come here, come here. It wasn't voted the #1 tourist destination in the world for 2020 for no reason. It is. And I've been to 61 different countries in my life. And by far, this is my favourite one to come every single time. I get off the plane and I smile, and I always am upset when I leave because I know I'm leaving something good behind. Whereas other countries you go to, I go to a holiday in Thailand or somewhere else, you get tired of the place and you want to go. But here, the people embrace you. And so it's not that you just come here and you look at a tourist thing, you go to an old fort or you go to Lahore walled city. You can go to any country and look at things, but not every country embraces you with its people, and Pakistan does that. And that's the difference of Pakistan and why I just like, it stands for, Pakistan literally means land of the pure, right?
Yeah.
That's what it means, and you feel it when you hear it. It's in the blood.
Very, very important question. Some journalists, I won't name them.
Name them.
I won't name them.
Name them.
I won't name them. They are writing this saying that the foreign bloggers are coming, journalists are coming to Pakistan just because they are getting some fame here and this and that. So Dennis is not projecting a very good image of PSL, and he is just like another blogger. And
name this guy. He was a producer at ARY or something, right? This guy?
No, he's not a producer. He's a journalist.
Who?
His name is Adil Raja. Recently, he had a tweet about you.
Never heard of her.
Him. And he's
her,
like,
whatever.
But he said it's a very common thought now.
Yeah, sure. So I get the sentiment. So. Couple of things. So I first came here in 2017 when no one was coming.
Yeah.
There were no GORAs here unless you were a diplomat in Islamabad. And I came by myself and I made the movie and I went back, and that's where I learned to love Pakistan. Everything I do is 99% of the time unsponsored, and when it's sponsored I'm very clear about it. And I just speak my mind and I give my own opinions and my own views. So, I understand the sentiment, but I reject most of it towards me insofar as I started coming here before it was a cool thing to do.
Okay.
I came here when the security situation was bad. I came here when I went to, I'll tell you the story, it's in the movie, but I went to Bahawalpur and the army threw me in the back of a truck and took me to Multan and sat there with me with 3 guards, waited for me to get on a Daewoo to get to Lahore and said, not that it's unsafe, but we don't want to take the chance, get back to Lahore. Okay. That doesn't happen now. So I lived all that, and for a little bit of leeway insofar as I came by my own before it was cool, and I'm back again now, and very openly, it's no secret, I've had a couple of the PSL teams sponsor my trip to come.
But do you think Pakistanis are obsessed with GORA skin, and why they have so much obsession?
Why is Shoaib Malik on an ad for whitening cream for his face? But I've got the same problem in Australia where all the GORAs lie in the sun to get brown like you.
They want to get tan.
So why are we so fucking stupid, people? Like, the whole world we're just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what colour your skin is. You guys care a little bit about my colour of my skin, but you shouldn't. And hopefully, if you look forward in 10 years' time, no one will care about skin colour in this country anymore. I hope. That's my hope, because it shouldn't matter. And I call it the GORA card. I wrote about this before I came. I published an article, and I said, the one thing I love and I hate about Pakistan for me at the moment is the GORA card. I love it because it allows me to get to people, interview people, and open some doors that I typically wouldn't be allowed to do because I'm white. But I hate the fact I've got that privilege, and I shouldn't have that privilege, because why should I be able to get to Imran Khan and it might be harder for you only on the basis of the fact that I've come from Melbourne?
Yeah, and you're a GORA?
Yeah, so I hate that. I hate it. I took advantage of it, and I had to. I could not. It would be ridiculous to miss that opportunity, but I hate the fact that it's there, and over time it's starting to drop. Because more and more, even on this trip, that I've tried to just go, I'm coming, people stop me now, show me your pass, or why are you here? Whereas last time I was here, I'd walk and people would just part ways like Moses parting the Red Sea. So but it's a reality of this part of the world. And it's no different over the border in India, although I haven't been in India for maybe 5 or 6 years, but when I was last there, it was the same thing.
What do you think about India?
I had no problems with India. I lived in India for 2 years.
No problems with India?
No, I had problems with the BCCI. and I have problems with some cultural elements of society, whether it be here, Australia, or Pakistan. I just make jokes about all problems I see in society. The thing about Indians is on social media, when you make a joke about Dhoni or Kohli, they don't understand humour, and they just want to. They make rape jokes against my 10-year-old daughter. Now, what is this? I make jokes in Pakistan, I make jokes in Australia. People understand satire, they understand that you can tell stories in many different ways. So you can tell a story by being a vlogger. You can tell a story by writing for Dawn, which I used to do, with words. You can tell a story by making satirical tweets and satirical videos, which I also enjoy doing. There's many ways. You can do it through interpretive dance. It doesn't matter. There's 1,000 ways to tell stories and give a message across. It's not. I don't take any offence that there's a lot of people on the other side of the border that don't understand the way that I like to tell stories. I love the country. I've only had good experiences in the country. My wife doesn't like the country. I took her there in 2004 or 5 for a holiday to Goa, and she thought it was the most paternalistic, misogynist place she's ever been. So she'll never go back.
What message do you have for your fan following in Pakistan and for those who are outside Pakistan, who are thinking to visit Pakistan but they have the taboo things that...
So a couple of things in that question. So first thing, my message to my fans, especially the Pakistanis, I love you all. Thank you so much. You've made this journey for me just phenomenal, in the way you've engaged with me on social media and in the streets. The amount of people stopping me in the streets who know my name at random places. Today I was walking and some guy pulled over on his motorbike, nearly ran me over, took his helmet off and said, "Dennis, I saw you walking the street, please take a selfie with me." I was walking from the stadium the other day and people were singing Bloody GORA, the song I released with E Sharp, in front of me, not knowing I was behind them. There's like 20 guys going, oh, Bloody GORA. So I can't thank you guys enough. You've made me have a taste of what it means to be a superstar. But I'm still, hopefully it hasn't changed me, because I said before I came here that I wanted to make sure that everybody that came up to me and asked for a selfie or for something that at least knew my name, I would give them all of me. And so if you're still in the street and you're stopping me, at least introduce yourself and know my name rather than asking me afterwards, who are you? Because that's the bit of Pakistan I don't like.
Why are you wearing this kala jora?
Because we're about to go make a music clip for the song we've just recorded with Badnaam. Kala Jora. We're doing a take of Badnaam's take of Kala Jora, which was a take of Kala Jora. So looking forward to that. We've already done the music. Now we're going to do the film clip tonight. So this is my Kala Jora. But the last part about your question, message to people overseas that haven't come.
Your message.
I've already had 2 Australians tell me they're now booking trips to Pakistan because of what they've seen on my videos, and just random guys on Facebook going, "Dennis, I got your notes. I just want to check. I saw your clips. I just want to check, is it safe or is this an act?" So no, come, and 2 guys have booked and shown me their tickets to come already. You have to come. It's the #1 tourist destination in the world, independently judged. Like every country, if you avoid some of the bad areas, because every country has them. USA has them, Australia has them, UK has them. If you avoid those areas, and they're well known, it's as safe as anywhere else in the world. These are big cities, and all big cities have awesome bits and bad bits. The people will embrace you, they'll love you. Just come. They are hanging for people to come, and it's cheap as shit. So if you're on pounds, if you're on Canadian dollars, US dollars, Australian dollars, even rand, just come, because it's not expensive. You'll have the time of your life. You'll experience things you've never felt before, and the communities will just embrace you. You will not get lost. You won't be hounded by people trying to sell you crap watches, or like when you're on the beach in Thailand, "Hey, buy my watch." You get none of that. No one's hounding you. The food is clean. There's plenty of bottled water everywhere, so you're not going to get sick. The streets, especially in Lahore, are very clean. The Wi-Fi is faster than it is in Australia. And there's like 160 TV stations, which is awesome.
Which is awesome. Okay, thank you, Dennis. So this was our interview with Dennis, and I hope कि आप लोगों को ये नज़र आया होगा कि पाकिस्तान में कितनी positive चीज़ें हैं. And I hope the people who will be living abroad, they will understand that Pakistan is not some country where there are only bombs and this stuff, and it's a country which is asking to be discovered. So discover Pakistan, come to Pakistan.